Once upon a time there was a blue goblin living in a kingdom where all elves and fairies were green. Everyone admired the blue goblin, but he did not want to know anything about any being that was not like him, blue. The blue elf grew up without friends, and that there was no goblin or fairy that did not open her heart to a friendship with a different goblin. So generous and kind in this country were the elves and fairies of green skin. One spring day the blue goblin observed that all elves of his age were beginning to find a mate. "How beautiful to find a blue fairy, like me," sighed the blue goblin. A fairy who heard it was soon to tell the other fairies that the blue goblin was looking for a bride. Many fairies had already cast their eyes on the blue goblin, and without losing any more time they came to see him. The blue goblin, who at first did not understand anything, quickly discovered what the fairies were plotting, and he was not amused. "I do not want to have a girlfriend, I just want to meet someone blue, like me, to spend the rest of our lives together," said the blue pixie. All the fairies left the blue pixie alone. Weeks went by and the blue goblin was still alone. One day, a group of blue visitors came to the kingdom who had heard of the blue goblin in that kingdom. The blue visitors spread the word that there was someone in the group looking for a mate and that he wanted to meet the blue pixie. The blue elf, very excited, ran as soon as he heard. "I will marry you. I will marry you," the blue goblin shouted as he ran towards the group of visitors. When he was about to reach them, a large and ugly being came out and, in a hoarse, deep voice, shouted, "I love you too." The blue goblin stopped dead. He had been paralyzed. When he recovered his senses, without a word, he turned and ran to hide in the woods. The blue goblin. During the days the blue visitors looked for the blue goblin who had promised to marry one of its members, but the goblin gave no sign of life. In fact, all the elves and fairies of the kingdom were helping him to hide. When they finally got bored of waiting and searching, the blue visitors went away and the blue goblin was able to leave its hiding place. After the incident, the blue elf learned that friendship has nothing to do with the color of the skin. At last the blue goblin began to integrate with its green neighbors and to look favorably upon an especially affectionate and sympathetic olive green fairy who had made her tingle.